Greetings, readers of Game Zone. My name is Tom Caswell, and I am here at the flagship Microsoft store in New York City on 5th Avenue, and I am here with the legendary Larry Hryb, aka Xbox's Major Nelson. How are you doing this evening, Larry?
Tom, what a wonderful intro. I'm doing very well. Thanks. Nice to see you again.
It's well, yes, we are good friends.
Absolutely.
Over interviews spanning years and years.
Yes.
But we're not just here for an interview. Obviously, there's a really cool event happening here tonight. If you could just tell us quickly about why we're here.
Yeah, I mean, really, we're getting ready for the launch of Halo Wars 2 coming to Xbox and Windows 10. We're really excited about that. And this is kind of a pre-event that we're doing at some of our stores around the country. And you know, I love New York. I love all my stores, but New York is kind of a second home for me, being from the East Coast and all. So here we're going to the developers are going to be showing off some of Halo Wars 2 that some folks maybe haven't seen yet, and get ready for next week's release, where I'm hosting a live stream.
Excellent. Now, Halo, obviously, big franchise for Xbox, understatement, very integral, obviously, to the platform's success. Halo Wars was a very well-received real-time strategy game for both the Xbox and the PC. Probably a lot of new players who haven't played the original, who are jumping into Halo Wars 2 as kind of their first Halo Wars experience. I assume you've played some of the game.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite parts of the game that people can really look forward to that should get people excited?
Well, I think what we need to point out is the fact that this is a real-time strategy game set in the Halo universe. I mean, for every other Halo game is, for the most part, are first-person shooters. That's what Halo is known for. And what this does is this brings the real-time strategy element, which perhaps addresses an audience that would never really think about it. They're like, I really don't like first-person shooters, I'm more of an RTS. So this takes some of the beautiful elements, the story, and some of the characters from the Halo universe and brings them into a real-time strategy game. So, 343 did a beta with it last month, and I think it was very well received. And so I just think folks that have ever liked strategy, they like wonderful stories and wonderful characters, this is the one they're going to want to play.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm super excited. Halo Wars was kind of one of the few RTSs that really fit well with like a controller, because obviously it kind of lends itself to more of a keyboard and mouse setup. But I'm really I haven't unfortunately played any of the betas, but I am very excited to get my hands on it.
Yeah.
Now, speaking about the event itself, this is a big deal. A lot of Microsoft employees. Probably wasn't cheap to fly you out from Seattle.
No.
I'm sure you've got a nice hotel room. What to you is kind of like the biggest benefit to having an event like this, where you can get the community together, versus just putting out the game and hoping for the best?
Well, one of the great things about the Microsoft stores, we have a chain of them around, many of them around the country, and some in Australia as well. What's great is that it allows me to go into a community that normally I wouldn't go to. I go to New York certainly all the time, in LA all the time, but I've opened stores in Syracuse, New York, upstate New York, Jacksonville, Florida. I did one in Edmonton, up in Canada. So this allows us to get into the community. Now, the reason I'm here is because this is obviously it's our flagship store. Sure. And being from Connecticut and growing up and coming down to New York many times, this is coming home for me. And more importantly, when I found out you were going to come into the interview, I said, I have to go to New York.
Once he knew Tom was coming.
I was like, Tom's coming? Book my air. I'm there.
Awesome. And can maybe you just talk about your upcoming schedule? You're always interacting with the community. What are some of the events that people can see you at going into the rest of 2017? Yeah,
I mean, really, I'm only looking about 3 to 6 weeks ahead right now. I'm working on a Ghost Recon event. That's coming up, which is great, a lot of fun. PAX East, I'll be up at PAX East in Boston doing my panel there with a couple of surprises. And then, of course, by then, next we kind of get ready for E3, which is which is a huge event for us in June.
I believe that.
Right.
You've got to get ready for that.
No, get really, because we've been actually planning on it since like late December.
Oh, sure.
So that comes out, and then after that, I can't even think beyond that, because we have we're launching Project Scorpio later this year. Right. Forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Name drop.
Any tidbits on what we're going to see with that?
I can just say we're very excited about it.
Have you played it?
I cannot. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you.
Sure.
Okay.
You'd have to kill me.
Well, I wouldn't have perhaps maim, but it's I've been working with talking to some of the folks that are working on it. They're really excited about what it can do, and more importantly, we're excited about the vision of it. It really a new member of the Xbox family. and that's what it's all about. Because people forget, your games are going to go forward with it.
Sure.
We want to make sure we can play all your games.
So, when Halo Wars 2 comes out next week, if you want to pick up a Scorpio, it's going to be playable on that.
It also is available, it's a Play Anywhere title, so that means it plays on, when you buy your copy on Xbox, you get a copy on Windows 10. The saves go back and forth. It's going to be great.
Speaking of that, real quick, I'm a little unsure. Is the multiplayer, is that going to be cross-platform as well?
I know that 343 was looking at that. I don't know where they ended up on that, to be honest with you.
Well, that'll be a nice surprise for next week when we see that. Well, Larry, you're a busy man. Obviously got a lot left to do this evening. I look forward to the numerous more interviews that hopefully we'll be doing together.
Well, I look forward to seeing you at E3 and if I come back out again.
And we'll be at PAX East. I'll be at PAX East.
We can talk again then.
Yes.
We can talk again then.
Another interview, hopefully somewhere a little more quieter. And Larry, thank you so much.
This is all my man.
And everyone at Game Zone, check out Halo Wars 2. Drops next week, and we'll see you on the battlefield.